Hey, welcome back to week 9. This is pre-recorded, so you all know. Um, you don't have a normal class today because it's like in service, they call it. I got to go to meetings. But the reason I still hold this class today is because then when Thanksgiving week comes up, you have the whole week off. I don't assign new assignments. I don't do anything. You get for my classes, you don't have to log in on Tuesdays or Thursday. You're done, for Thanksgiving week. It's just a little bit nicer than like, yeah, then you get the week off. Like you can work on other stuff, you can do whatever, but no, like, oh, I don't have to worry about Joel's classes per se for the week. Um, you just kind of skip that week and kind of keep moving forward like you normally would. So that's why I do it this way. Um, Today, I'm just going to talk about the new introduction to the new assignment, get that out there for you. And then when we meet again on Thursday, I will go over just one of the tricks and tips. There's a double up. I don't know if you remember when I went over the bold type. I had a wrong PDF, or the PDF was labeled wrong. So I did extra there, but no big deal. You can look at the text margins, but I'll go over that more because I'm seeing that happen a lot lately, and it needs to stop. But I'll go over that on Thursday. So I am just going to start out and introduce the new assignment for Project 3. As you may know, most of the assignments are kind of based on the same situation. I'm giving you a client, I'm giving you a situation, and you have a bunch of things to design. You have to design the logo and then design work around that. This one's going to be a little bit different. This one is product based, but not a drinking, not a edible. We did excuse me, you know what I mean by edible, but we did soda for college kids. Then we did a street festival based around custard. We're gonna get off, but the end one ends up on food. It just seems more interesting when we do that. But this one isn't. So this one is a promotion for a sale, particularly Earth Day, and the client is Dr. Bronner's Natural Soaps. So it's Dr. Bronner's. Um, they have these Castile soaps. The consumer themselves, or the product themselves, they're all natural. Like this is, I use this stuff, 100% all natural, like super, like good for the environment. They're good all around, uh, and they're real fun. Like they have a lot of different products, a lot of different things, and so I thought what we can do is do. Let me zoom in on this. Is the overview is it's an Earth Day celebration. They're a good, healthy product. Why not help them promote 25% off store wide on products on Earth Day? So we are gonna build that for them. It's online. We're gonna like it's online of their products on Earth Day. So there's like a little bit of a mix there. I don't like they can buy it online, but they sell it in stores. But when we say, store wide, it's their products, and we just have to make sure that's understandable. So you can read through this. They're known for their commitment to eco-conscious practices, sustainability, ethical business. Dr. Bronner Magic Soap offers a range of versatile organic and fair trade soaps and personal care items. This Earth Day, not only can you take better care of your body with natural ingredients, but also the planet through conscious purchasing that supports environmentally responsible companies. So the Earth Day, make the world a cleaner, greener place, starting with yourself. Dr. Bronner's Magic Soap is offering exclusive 25% off store-wide to celebrate the planet and promote eco-friendly living. From our iconic Pure Castile liquid soaps, that is the one. That's what got them started. There's a history behind these guys. To our all-natural body care products. Each purchase helps support sustainable agriculture, fair trade practices, and a cleaner environment. Cleanse your body, your soul, while supporting earth conscious living. You're gonna create a little deck. We always create a deck. We got to get that stuff down. It's how you share your work with clients. Like, here's the deck. Here's how I'm going to share it with you. It's always clean, good. It represents them. You can go to their website, drbronner.com, all one, and you can start to dig around, start to look around, start to see what they have. Again, look at what they sell. I mean, shop all products. Like, these are their top products, So kind of start there. And then the fun part, the reason why I think this is so fun is it's like, oh, if I click on that and you like, the scent is they have this many different versions of all of their products. So it's pretty fun, and like they all change colors. So it's like a rainbow of colors that you can think about using. I don't know why I went from orange to lighter orange. Come on. So dig around, look around a little bit. If you are Dr. There is a documentary about him. This is the guy who invented it, Dr. Bronner's Magic Soapbox. I have watched this. This is the guy. He lived in Wisconsin for a while. Actually, one of his sons lived in Wisconsin until his death. My wife knew him. I met him several times at some parties, and they'd have these big foam machines before like foam machines were cool. They did it. They'd like have parties with kids, and it wasn't like a dance party. It was like a birthday party for kids, and they would bring out this big like soap machine, but it would be their soap and stuff like that. So if you could find a version of it, you don't have to buy the movie, but check it out. That's what it's all about. It's his origin story and how it became. He's quite the eccentric man he was who invented the company. It's a really good story. So if you can find it, dig around. Don't just be like, oh, I went to that one site. You guys are smart internet users. Dig around. When you want something, you can find it. Now, to keep talking about that, we're going to do a logo design. You're going to do a poster and flyer. We're going to do the website opener screen, social media post, billboard, and a unique stand-up. So that's going to be the introductory of the billboard and unique stand-up. I think for this one too, I want you to think a little more about imagery for this. Please, for gosh sake, let's not just all do globes. The first thing you think of is a globe. Oh, Earth Day, I'm doing a globe. Yeah. No, let's think beyond that. Let's think about people. Let's think about like Glenn, there's so much we can do. But I don't want everybody to come in with 3 logos that are all globes. One thing I saw when I actually came up this last week, and I was like, this is absolutely perfect to show everybody for this project, is Bob's Discount Furniture. I don't know if you heard old Bob, but they're having a sale, and it's this Dare to Compare. And I thought, this looks really good. This is sort of like this for their website. This is their website opener. If we go to their website opener, we have a big image, like they have clean font, all this stuff. So does Bob. But then look at Bob's logo, Bob's Dare to Compare. Like, it's only text. No imagery needs to be included. Like, let's try reducing on a logo. We did for Bubbler, a lot of people were adding in fruit or this or that or the other. And then for the custard, we're adding in pictures of custard. For this one, because it's just for Dr. Bronner's and it's for like a single day sale, we don't necessarily need to add in imagery, but it should be more text-based. And then, or when I say added imagery, I mean icons to a logo. But why don't we just kind of concentrate on wordplay, dealing with fonts, and making beautiful text setups and then using imagery later on to help tell the story. I have an idea, and it came to me like 2 days ago, previous, and I'm so excited to show you when I show you the development, because I haven't developed this one yet. This is a new one, but it deals with these soap bottles and how we can, how image wise, because these are beautifully big image files for the soap bottles. There's some great stuff that will come down the line. But first, of course, I need to work on my logo design, which is Dr. Bronner's all one logo. Earth Day celebration, 25% off of all Dr. Bronner's products. Here they got that all one. It's really tiny. We can look more for it. Well, that guy, that's him. That's Dr. Bronner. He wasn't really a doctor. He called himself a doctor. Dig around. If this is the only logo, I know there's a bigger logo. There you go. It's all one. I think they have it, up and down. Don't do the new one. That's old. That's new. Old, new. We want the like more narrow Helvetica font. They have it in wide and tall, whichever fits your one. If you're like, oh, I wanted this one, but I couldn't find, these are all like goodies. These are high enough res. You can tear these apart. Oh, here, they even have a whole blog about it and how to use it. And their PMS Peppermint Blue. Bronner's logo guidelines. Look at that. You could tear this apart. So it's you can find this. So it's this and Earth Day celebration. So if we think of hierarchy, look at it could be the Earth Day celebration is 1, Dr. Bronner's is 2, and then 25% off all products. Not all the same, like what I mean, like not all the same size. Here's Bob's Dare to Compare. Here's Bob's logo, and then so this is the logo, but actually this font is smaller than the Dare to Compare. So play around, see what you can come up with. Do some texting. You can, have some fun. Play with the text in interesting ways. Find those parts and pieces within the text that work with each other. I'll get into this more on Thursday when we talk. I want you to get started on the research and stuff early. But yeah, like when you start, I'll do it because I don't have my full setup here right now, all turned on. But like you look at Earth Day celebration, you start when you write it out. Like I start by writing things out with my hand and then being like, oh, okay, if the D and A and what lines up with 1 and celebration and 25% off all Dr. Bronner products, like how can I write that, or how does that fit in? And just think of cool ways to work with type, maybe, and not concentrate on like I'm gonna have bubbles, like because it's Dr. Bronner's all one, so don't jump to bubbles. Think about type. Think of this as a type heavy design. Then for when we get in the poster and flyer, website screen opener, social media, and billboard, we're going to be thinking more imagery based, photo imagery based, not illustration based, like we've kind of been settling on a lot in the first 2 areas. Don't worry, we'll come back to it, but I think we need one where it's kind of like beautiful imagery, stuff like that. Yeah. So that is the start. Dr. Bronner's is your client. Earth Day celebration. This was just it's not Bob's. Please, if somebody comes and they're like, I did Bob's because you showed it, this is just an example. If you look at any product that has it, you can find the logo, dig around, find the logo. to use. Looks like there's plenty you can pull apart. Oh, I hope this goes without saying to everybody that when you do this, that you don't pick this one, that you remember to go to tools and go to size and go to large and make sure that you're finding the biggest logo you can find and not just the blurriest logo you found and be like, well, I got it from their website. Well, you know what? There's other places to find the logos that are high res and that will work much better. So please, don't come in with like low res stuff. We'll be talking about that in a couple weeks. So I think that's it. So that is where I want you to get started. Presentation deck and start messing with logos. Again, I will talk more on Thursday. I wanted to get you started. If you want, also, we'll be skipping this lecture. I'm actually just going to hide that. No, I'm going to hide it. You have that. Exploring media. Again, for the media, I'm looking at stuff that'll pop up. It pops up on your feeds, on your, when you're TikToking, when you're Instagramming, when you're YouTubing, like all that stuff that always pops up like every week, like I mentioned this before, like I would seriously this time around be like, am I going to do a political thing? Because I don't know how they, put those ads in, but man, my son watches stuff on video games. I mentioned this before, and all he gets is political ads. I watch stuff on like people making things, and I get so few political ads. It's very funny on how they target. And he uses my account. So I don't know why they target people watching video games for, watching somebody play Plants vs. Zombies or somebody watching, really dumb games. But then you have Every Designer Needs to Know. You guys can knock that one out. Super quick, super easy. Again, make sure I am now super double checking both the design and the design layout. Make sure you're doing your margin in pink or magenta, excuse me. The reason being it's an industry standard. If you're like, puh, it doesn't matter, but it's an industry standard. So if somebody were to open that file, who's in the industry, that magenta line to them signifies like this is part of the design file setup, not part of the design. But if you do it too thick, it might indicate to them that they have to come back to you, which slows down processes. Like, hey, we saw this, but we noticed that this line was really thick. Did you want that? And then you're like, no, that's just my margin line. They're like, oh, okay. Well, usually that's just set for one point. The other one is magenta. If it's black and they see that and they open the file, they may actually question that again. Like, oh, it's not magenta. Usually we do, those inside the margin line is magenta. Then they go back to you. They ask you the question, and it again delays processes if you're not setting up the files right. So that's another one. So I am double checking all that, and it shows in grades when it's not correct. So that is it. You know how to get a hold of me. This is posting. I'll post this. This is posting in the future for me. I'm recording it on Friday. I will post this probably on Sunday and let you guys know about it. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, oh yeah, I'm around all day Monday, and Tuesday I'm at the Baird Center for meetings and stuff, but I should be able to answer emails. I can't say for sure. I don't know if they're going to have like internet access there. I hope they do. It's going to be a long day. So, all right. Well, that's it for me for this future recording for Tuesday class. And I will be back in full form on Thursday, and hopefully without this cold I have. So, all right, cool. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.